It's very frustrating.
Scott Higbee is just one of millions of Americans who are unemployed and has been for some time.
I've always worked. I can't think of a time that I was without a job for a long period of time.
Although recent Bureau and Labor statistics show a 0.8% decline in unemployment claims since August, 12.8 million Americans filed unemployment claims in January. Of that, 5.5 million people are considered long-term unemployed, those who have been looking for work for more than 27 weeks. But there are still 2.8 million people not even counted in the January survey because they gave up looking in December. And for people like Scott, that's disheartening.
It makes me feel like America has failed. It really does. And it upsets me a lot.
We have food and beverage positions available.
The unemployed come out in droves when companies hold job fairs like this one held at NASCAR Speed Park in Myrtle Beach this week. Hundreds showed up, but there are only 115 job openings. And this one in Florence, held in January, drew several thousand people for just 500 jobs. In addition to the job fairs, they're standing in line at the unemployment office, surfing the web, and just working the phones. It can be downright frustrating.
So they say press zero and you do. It just takes you back to the same conversation and do it again and do it again.
And again and again. Okay, so this is the message you get when you call the Coastal Workforce Center. You press zero, it takes you right back to the same message. It does that over and over and over again. Now, I lasted about 5 minutes. Higbee says he lasted 15 minutes before giving up. I was, however, able to get a hold of somebody and leave a message for them. That's been several weeks, and I've still not heard anything back. Dr. Catherine Hilgenkamp is a career counselor and therapist. She says when a person loses a job, it's like losing a loved one. You actually go through a grieving process.
You need to ask for help. You need to let people know that you're looking, and you need to think about it as a challenge and not, not a loss.
Some people might have contacts that you haven't tried. So really looking out for a good support group or friends or family. Really having a good support system behind you.
Sean Bergeron is also a career counselor. He says aside from reaching out and creating a network, treat your unemployment as if it were a job.
Set daily goals, whether it's generating your resume, putting out new resumes, talking to different contacts and things like that.
Bergeron says once you've sent out a resume, it's okay to call them, but not too much.
Maybe make a call the next day, making sure that they've gotten that resume and that they're reviewing it and stuff. But you don't want to be overbearing. You don't want to, keep calling and kind of being a pest.
Bergeron also says it's important to broaden your job search to other cities or volunteer somewhere that might eventually have an opening. Both Bergeron and Dr. Hilgenkamp say this could be the perfect time to get some extra training, go back to school, or explore different career areas. Bottom line, the experts say, don't give up.
It's always good to look at a difficulty, I guess you could say, as a challenge or an opportunity. When you're busy and you're working for somebody else and you're getting up early in the morning and coming home and taking care of your family, not always aware of all the opportunities out there.
Opportunities Higbee says he's confident he'll find in the coming months, but says he's not so sure about the others who are in the same boat.
I'm not as in bad a shape as a lot of the other people that I've seen.
Both counselors say motivation is the key, and what may seem like a horrible loss could eventually turn out to be a life-changing move for the better. For News Channel 15, I'm Jason Claspel.